that. Beach party.
I need some vacation.
Space beach party.
What does this mean exactly? Oh, I see. Okay. Okay.
I would have laughed if you somehow went into mines and it was like sunny and beachy, and the bugs are just coming out of the water or something like that.
I was briefly wondering if there was going to be like a beach level, but
I wish they did, but I mean, they're just miners.
Right.
Ridiculous has invited you to play Deep Rock Galactic.
Rickolas Rickleby.
Oh no.
Ridiculous Griffin. That's your full name, right?
Yes.
Rickolas Griffin the Fourth.
Yeah, they just poured sand all over the bar.
Nice.
Man, management. I thought you knew better. I thought you were better than this.
Oh my god. What? Okay, this rubber tree is real funky. Try to jump on it and see what it does to you. Go.
Wow. It fights back. Or something.
Whee! Ooh.
Yeah, it sent me up into the ceiling.
Rock gets stone!
Last one to finish is a pointy-eared leaf miners. The lowest and the highest. Fun time.
You know, looking at the assignments, I just realized that our last stream, I was the host and we crashed. We still have to do that mission before from my promotion.
Oh, alright. I have a thing for driller or gunner. I guess I'll take driller since nobody's playing it right now.
Much better.
You could slap the tree. Wow. Man, trees are going to revolt against us now.
Oh, yeah, I should probably set hat mission. Hoxie's Summer Cruise.
Outdoors. Let's go.
I think
Drop
this one
pod is ready.
Company
Time to leave.
Okay.
Yeah, the one that we lost just the game crashed on.
Yes, the game crashed on us last time.
Still annoying.
GC, do you want to swap since you're 25?
Sure. Let's see. What do I got? I got engineer drill. Well, actually, all of them. Okay. Let's see. So if we're gonna see, I will be the driller. Yeesh.
Alright, I have now got sci-fi rabbit ears.
Lock and load.
This is not.
Initiating.
Well, I mean, it's spring airs, rabbit airs.
Hello, Zeronian. Hello, Clicker K9. Hello, Roshan Cookies. Hello, Drifter Clops. Hello, Just Boxer. Hello, chat.
I've got a bad feeling about this one.
These seats could really need some
How's everybody tonight? Oh, not a lot of people tonight.
Hello, Syrian Ember Paw.
Dude.
This time we're after an Omeran Heartstone. In order to extract it, we're sending in an autonomous
staying cool?
bulldozer to support you.
Dang cool.
The bulldozer will automatically hold the Heartstone So your job
I'm sorry.
is to escort it.
My only complaint is.
I mean, my apartment's fine, but it's like I had to go walk to the grocery
Watch
store
out,
today,
bulldozer approaching
and yeah, it was
landing
like
zone.
107 or something.
It's 87 here. It's a
My
little
AC
gross.
hasn't broken down yet this year.
Yay!
Yet, knock on wood.
Sorry, what didn't break down this year yet? Not your air conditioner, I hope.
His HVAC.
It's done that at least 3 times.
Gotta go fast.
Ooh. That's, I wouldn't want that to happen in like 100-degree weather. That would be bad.
I've only ever really lived in Texas. I don't know how bad it gets in Alabama. I assume it's still very hot.
It usually doesn't go above 100, but it will stay in the high 90s.
Okay.
This year,
And also,
maybe.
it's very humid here.
Yeah, the humidity makes it just gnarly.
Yes, the humidity is pretty dry this year.
I remember being in Huntsville summer for space camp. It was like a sauna outside. Then we go inside and it's nice and air conditioned. And it's like,
Here we go. Drill dozer setting off for the Amaran Heartstone.
see, but the one thing, Roshan, the one thing about LA is it's dry heat. Like you don't usually get a moist heat in LA, so it's unpleasant. But yeah, it's not as bad as like
enemies
a
approaching the
wet.
drill dozer. Defend it or die trying.
When I lived in LA, I figured out where, like the one beach where there's sort of like a microclimate where it'll be cooler than everywhere else, and the only problem is it's mob, so you have to get there like super early.
It's our job to keep this bloody safe.
Lots of it, too.
Past your expiration date.
Run for cover!
Sticky boo.
I'm not scared of you!
The drill dozer is out of fuel. You need to refill the fuel canisters mounted on its back.
We can have, who's a scout? Frederick's a scout. He could go back and get some of the stuff in the previous rooms.
Operational again in no time.
Griffin Wharton down!
Ah! There's a deep hole right here.
Light is up. Armor.
Okay.
I made a platform. Weapon ready.
No.
I was born ready.
I'm having to relearn to hold down shift to sprint. Raph spoiled me for sprint toggling.
Yeah. It does, doesn't it?
Lighting. Guys, keep those bloody bugs off the drill dozer. Die, you double-jointed freaks. Die.
Eat it!
Sentry gun needs assembly.
Hope the bandit
Sentry
stays
armed.
on.
Does anybody catch
Deep
GDQ?
Rock seriously need to invest in
I
some
couldn't.
better equipment.
Caught some of it. I caught the 3DS Generations run, Sonic Generations.
I caught a bit of that. It looked pretty good.
It looked cool. I'm very upset that they kept saying like, "Oh yeah, Back to Back is great. We love the song on this level," and then they talk over the song the entire time, and I'm like, oh, I just want to hear it a little bit.
They love the idea of the song.
Well,
That
of
was
course
an
it's a
idea.
good song. It's by the guy who did the Jet Set Radio soundtrack.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that.
It's Hideki Naganuma, who's like,
Oh.
in my opinion, the best video game composer.
I've never played Generations, so
Born ready.
I still love you, Jimmy, Big Giant Circles, who I know in real life, but nah, Hideki Naganuma is just like the shit.
Miller is out of con confirmed.
Nothing interesting up here.
No, Big Giant Circles. He did some stuff on Mass Effect. He did the soundtrack for Beastbreaker.
right. Yeah, I remember you were mentioning him. That's cool.
Yeah.
Reddit ran over oil. I didn't even notice that.
Nicely done, team. You secured yourself a nice bonus.
There's our Holomite.
Oh, why you little... Come here.
Oh my God, Miller. Game Jam's coming up.
Get it fixed up before we lose.
I know. 1 month.
Less than a month, like 3 weeks, right?
Is it like the? I thought it was the 25th.
Let me
Or
check.
is it like the 15th?
Maybe I'm wrong. Hold on, let me double check.
Weapon ready.
It is the 15th.
You want some
Alright.
more?
Knew it ended in a 5.
So we actually have a little under 3 weeks. Terrifying.
Wait, are you wanting to get in on this now?
I should probably say no. I should probably like preserve my already frayed sanity. But
Why you little...
I don't know. Could you use me? Are you comfortable like giving me direction?
Remind me never to turn my back on you again.
I think if I can handle Rick and Qualzar, I could probably handle you.
I'll get the extra strong coffee. Maybe I'll get Death Wish. No, I probably won't do that.
Oh, I forgot something. Hot
Don't do
chocolate.
that.
But yeah, last year I was kind of jealous, like vaguely jealous for you guys, so I sort of wanted to watch. By the time,
There's
but
one over here too.
by the time this one's done, I'll be like,
Yeah.
I'm never doing
Jesus.
this again.
Christ. Okay, I think one of those bugs got inside of a wall or something. The little roly-polies got inside of a wall, and I just saw him shoot across my screen in like 2 frames.
That's awesome. Better file a bug report.
It's just like shot it like a pinball, and I'm like, what the?
Scary, Miller? It should.
It did.
Got
It
fear,
was going too goddamn
Fueled
fast.
and ready.
fear, hombre.
Bear knows no logic. Oh, okay.
Fear knows no clipping
No
boundaries.
tiene mucho bravado para los insectomundos. I don't know what insects is in Spanish.
I don't know either. Probably just
What?
insectos, I guess.
This place is almost nice compared to.
Okay, ready for the button?
Yeah.
The drill
Yeah, we're good. We don't need a
en route
resupply.
to the Hearthstone. Expect heavy resistance.
Yeah, the only thing I would say, Jonas, is that beforehand, and Rick, if you also want to be in on the jam, you start setting up
Please
the
remember that the drill dozer is top priority.
like repository stuff.
Oh, do I need to learn how to use GitHub?
No, probably just use like Google Drive or whatever for the art. I have to use. Me and any other developers definitely have to use GitHub.
Okay. I have a
I guess
GitHub
it depends if you
account.
want to touch Unity itself or if you just want to make assets.
Probably just make assets. I'm not well versed in Unity. I've poked at it like all of once.
That's fair.
I'd like to try learning Unity, but I think I would be going very slow, and you'd be spending all of your time teaching me how to use it.
Yeah. Same.
Sure how I would be able to handle something like
I mean, we got 3 weeks to train.
that.
That's why it's good to bring this up now.
See, you say that, and there's always this part of my brain that's like, challenge accepted! But
Do I need to set up some times to hold a Rick Griffin Studios Unity classes?
I don't know. I think it might be better. I mean, it's up to you, but like I think it might be better if one guy's handling all of the coding aspects.
Well, coding, yes, but inserting the assets isn't necessarily coding, and it does take time away from the coding.
All right, well, what would you call it? Like staging, assembly?
Level assembly or level design, usually.
Who's gonna protect you now?
Most of the times when I worked on industry stuff in Unity, we would have the artists actually like putting the assets in. They would know enough to do that themselves. I don't know how common that is. Or you would have like a technical artist who that is absolutely their whole thing is getting the art from Photoshop or Maya or whatever into the game.
Gotcha.
Watch it!
One sentry gun ready to be built.
There's bugs in the shredder. Okay.
I got no ammo left.
Stand back, supply car inbound.
Little thoughty fix.
Platform supplies. Platform. Phasionite.
There's a battery crate here.
Oh, good.
Access provided. Flares up.
There's also nitro here.
There's some Phasionite up near the ceiling.
Let's get the Phasionite.
Got one battery.
It's fascia mineral.
It's what?
The main use of Phasionite is to unlock cosmetic items. Therefore, it is mineralized fashion.
Okay.
Okay, found the second battery.
I thought you said fashion. I'm like, something to do with the face?
Oh.
Face mineral.
What do we got?
New victory in the covered boxer.
Ooh.
I got sharp salute for the gunner.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right, the nitro. Oh, you got it. Never mind.
Oh, Simon tells us says insecto, Spanish for insect, but most Spanish speakers we use bicho.
Platform created.
Assuming that's bug.
Supply drop has been ordered and is on the way.
Ammo taken.
I'm assuming it's pronounced like that and not bicho.
That's how you say it in Texas. El bicho. I got El bicho on my butt.
El Bicho. Now, Jones is going full Breaking Bad now.
I like to go down to that Mexican joint and get some of them borracho beans.
One platform ready to use.
Jonas standing menacingly in the desert, making Breaking Bad deals.
Cracking open our cold cerveza.
Oh, Simon says this is pronounced bicho. Bicho.
Nice. Bicho. El bicho.
Now we gotta give up our slang for Jonas now, where he says, "I'm the one who makes the coffee."
I got bitten by a bicho at El bicho. Anyway,
Okay.
wait, what'd you say, Juicy?
Platform.
Jonas the drug lord is like, "I'm the one who makes the coffee."
Yeah, I'm the one who makes the coffee. Damn right, I'm the one who makes the coffee.
Say my name.
I really can't use this for anything.
And then Jonas.
Rick, you need a bunch of resupplies.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I'm also exploring.
Ah.
I have literally no ammo left.
Found some nitra.
We got 2 nitrous drops.
Getting more ammo.
I see.
Ready to
Get
Nice.
up there and get a zip line up.
I was born ready.
All right. Well, I'm not doing anything next week, but I'm not doing a lot next weekend. So maybe I'll poke at Unity a bit and let you know if I have any questions or anything.
Cool.
More nitro. Okay.
Yeah, next weekend should be good. After that, we'll see. I am starting a new job.
Oh shit! Congratulations. Unity is C#, right? That's what they use.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna need to know any coding, am I?
Depends what you want to do. Probably not.
Okay.
There's a lot that I can do without.
I mean, I always said I would learn something in the C family, but
Well,
every time I look at it, I'm like, maybe not.
it's like saying JavaScript is a type of Java. It's like, not really. C# is not really a C language.
Isn't it derived from C to an extent?
Yes, but it's what's the term for it? It's functional programming, not algorithmic programming. I forget.
What do you mean? Like object oriented versus?
No, not quite like that. They're all object oriented, but it's like
One sentry gun ready to be built.
there's a lot. Gosh,
It's
what am I
armed and
thinking?
ready.
Whoa.
The thing with
I don't know.
coding,
I can't. I could just like trying to think of a good analogy for it, and I can't. It's very different.
the thing with me when it comes to coding is something I have to be constantly doing to memorize it or and writing it down, and that's not, in my opinion, the best way for me to do coding.
I mean, it depends what you're doing, right? There's definitely some things now where it's just like, I haven't used Java in what, like 5 or 6 years. But if somebody asked me to write something in Java, I probably could. There's just some things that once you know how to ride a bicycle, you always know.
I mean, I understand the broad principles. I did stuff in BASIC back in the 80s I did stuff as in BASIC and Logo back in the 80s. I dicked around with JavaScript a little bit during the 2000s, during like the .com era, and I sort of started on like Free Code Camp, but I haven't made a lot of progress. Like I kind of played around in Python a bit.
Python's the place to be right now, as I understand it.
Yeah, Python is what Blender uses, so that's kind of handy for me.
Okay. I don't need any ammo, so I'm good.
Okay.
I think
I'm
that's all
putting-
we're gonna get.
Putting the button.
I have a little bit more nitro.
Must be worth a fortune.
Drilldos has begun cracking the
Personally, I think we got too much ammo, but let's go.
Will against any hostiles.
Yeah, I think 2 supply pods is usually good enough.
Swarm detected.
Yes, it is.
Keep the Drilldos operational at all costs. The swarm is upon you.
We've got a warden behind a wall. Oh, there it is.
Weapon ready. Don't waste your ammunition.
I was born.
The Drilldos
Hey,
has broken
Rick,
through
if you want to make a
the
ceiling, now's your time.
So good.
We gotta protect the
Platforms, guys. The bugs are swarming the radar. One platform ready to use. Payback time.
Oh,
Crawl back to hell.
okay, you got Rick.
Out. Thank you. That was great.
Keep Loretta safe.
Access provided. Ready to like her.
There's a meteorite directly to the face.
I hate when that happens.
Right on my noggin.
Swarm on the intercept course. Get ready to protect the drill dozer.
Did you hear about that happening to that one lady in Arizona? Like, it's been like 10 years ago now or something.
Incoming. Smoke him if you got it.
I knew about the one where it like plows through someone's roof.
I was thinking of one where this lady got like hit on the head and knocked out. And she's like, "What the hell was that?" And find out it was a meteorite
Crazy.
that basically burned up down to the size of like a quarter, and still pelted her on the head at like 50 miles an hour.
Ow!
I swear I heard that somewhere before. I have to double check that.
She should sue NASA. No.
Not sure if I saw it on television or on the internet. I swear I heard of it before. Or maybe my stepdad told me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sure I heard about it in like one of those Believe It or Not fact books.
Oh, I'm sure that's where I picked it up.
Hold on, I gotta Google this now. Meteor.
Man, I wish I could remember the name of it, but I remember having a book as a kid, and it was like my favorite book I've ever had. It was a cross-sectional encyclopedia where it just had like an encyclopedia of a whole bunch of things, but instead of like words describing what they are, it had pictures where it was like a cross-section of them.
Nice.
So it was like, here's a steam train, right? And then it would have the steam train like exploded out, and you could see all the parts, and it would label every single little part, how they would fit together, and like. A whole bunch of different stuff like that, or it was a bunch of machines and modern contrivances.
I've seen stuff like that. I don't know exactly which one you're referring to, but I've definitely seen stuff like that.
All I remember is it was always like, it's also like the biggest book I've ever owned, because it was easily like legal page size, but then like 8 inches thick.
Awesome. That's like a spider killer.
Sounds like how to
Keep those bloody marks off the drill dozer!
Sound right.
What's that smell? All right.
I remember it also had some like Where's Waldo sort of things in it. Like it was definitely a kid's book. And it had ones where it was like, hey, here's an Antarctic base exploded out, and if you look through you would find like not Waldo, but somebody else who was in like, you know, like a red and white sweater or something that looked very out of place.
I do remember having several books like that were Deuceborn.
Yeah. Same here.
Basically like Richard Scarry, but for
The drill
older
dozer served its
kids.
purpose. The Hearthstone is ours. Deposit it and wrap up the mission.
I got the head.
Ollie, come here.
You got head.
Don't say it like that, GC.
I'm taking some of the ammo.
What? I'm just saying. Okay.
Let's show them some pay.
Lucky you.
Armor and Hearthstone secured. Press the button on the mule and we will send in the drop pod.
Ready to kill some more traitors.
Guys are supposed to be dead.
So rude when someone dies and forgets to stop moving.
Okay. I'll push the button.
Do it. Push the button, Frank.
Drop pod's on the way. Hang in there.
I was born ready.
So
How'd you do that, Dave?
the woman who got struck by a meteorite, her name was Ann Hodges, and she was from Sylacauga, Alabama, and it happened in 1954.
No, there was one more recent than that.
Was there? Okay.
Well, for one, I can remember the lady holding the meteorite, and it was a color photograph.
Or color photographs.
GC, no. This cave. Turn
Oh
around.
shoot. Oh shoot. Okay.
Can you imagine getting donked by a fucking space rock?
No flares ready.
Can you imagine setting the Super Mario Brothers world record because of the space particle?
That's right. The neutrino thing. The height thing. I remember that. It's awesome. Was it proven that it was like a stray neutrino, or was that just the...
That's the only thing that they can think of.
Okay.
Because basically a 1-bit error that caused it.
Yeah. The game thought he was 1 pixel further over than he actually was.
Initiating launch
And that allowed him to beat the level 1 frame faster.
Good work. We're pulling you back in.
Then perfect. Because, you know, you can use the what am I thinking of? The robot players. They can already play it perfectly.
The task.
TAS, that's it.
Yeah, did it.
Huzzah!
C# has
Oh.
more common with Java than JavaScript has with Java. Yep. JavaScript and Java literally only have the name similar. There's like nothing similar about them.
Other than when programmers like point that stuff out, like, that's completely wrong, it's a bad analogy.
Congratulations. You've been licensed to use the corrosive sludge pump.
Hi, Simon.
As much as it smells,
Programmers are some very weird people.
just take care you don't get hit by the back.
I still want to throttle the person who came up with the naming convention for GNU.
For new?
GNU.
Oh, GNU. Okay.
Okay, I got the assignment. Hawks' summer cruise.
Cheers, Mike.
Yeah, I guess. Is everybody on Hawks' summer cruise yet?
I am.
Those we lost.
But yeah, programmers are strange.
Yeah, everyone is. We're all in the same. We're all in the same location at
Okay.
least.
I bet some of them are furries.
Ooh, that's noise.
What? What would make you think that programmers are furries?
Mission locked
Or that
in.
furries
Your
are
Toriyama's
programmers.
not furry. I mean, just kidding.
Dark Mordhead again.
Just because he drew freeze, that doesn't mean he's furry. Just because he drew a planet full of furry animals that fight doesn't mean he's a furry.
What's the name of the purple cat? It's like beer or something like that, right?
Yes, Beerus.
Beerus.
Yeah.
Who? What is he? He's the god of combat or something?
God destruction.
God of destruction. There we go.
I remember he was a big thing for like a hot minute.
You know?
Yeah.
Let's
Sequence initiating.
Rock solid.
rock and stone, brother.
When I first saw the design for Beerus, I was thinking, wait a minute, is he basically a cat version of Anubis? I don't know.
Simon Tesla says programmers think they're very clever when naming things. That's a big part of the problem.
Yeah.
Basically, programmers are supervillains.
Now, what? Hold on. They are villains only to the English language.
Only danger and darkness awaits.
I'm hungry.
Get ready to rumble.
Our scanners have picked up a massive deposit of a quark. We're sending you in alongside a heavily armed lifter to get as many out as possible. We're picking up extreme biosigns in the area, so keep it snappy. The quarks can be extracted from the walls. Search for a blue shimmering light. Get it done, team.
I was actually happy that some of my old high school fellows that really didn't watch Dragon Ball decided to watch the series just because they said, what did we miss out on? And they actually enjoyed Super, and I said, yeah, that's good. I mean, I know everybody says that Dragon Ball Z, and of course I do too. I say Dragon Ball Z is the best. Everybody fucking does. But the new series was definitely not as bad as some people made it out to be. They just didn't have to remake all that stuff over again, I find.
I've yet to watch Super. I know of it. But
Seek cover. I was born ready.
Okay, this guy's teleporting.
I honestly feel like the only Dragon Ball I have the patience to watch is abridged.
And you miss all the references.
Don't go down that way. And
Nope,
you
just gotta go up
need
this
to
way.
get a
Zip line.
There.
Done.
probably building a
Platform up.
Can someone help Frederick?
He is way down there. I go get. If I can find a safe path down.
Have to wait for flare recharge. Weapon ready. One platform ready to use. Thank you, brother.
I can't hit the game, so I'm just listening to Dad rock. Or, I guess Grandpa rock at this point, if it's 70s.
Really much better.
That's basically Grandpa rock, isn't it?
See, you say that, and I think Grandpa Rock, and I think like Elvis and stuff now.
Oh, alright. Uncle Rock. I'm listening to Uncle Rock.
Yeah, yeah.
Like older Uncle Rock.
Ready.
Yeah, they like uncle that's like 9 years older than your parent because he's like from a different marriage or something.
Yeah. He's like, you want to try a beer?
Oh my god, oh, now you made me remember something. I don't know if I want to bring it up on stream or not. My uncle was not a
Yeah.
good person. There's a reason he never had kids.
Oh no.
Oh,
How do we
Look,
get
I'm
out
just
here?
saying, I remember him
I'm gonna drill away.
visiting us once,
Good idea.
and
Build
he
this
was
way.
watching, was it Weed?
Build that
Over
way.
here.
The like TV show, the like R-rated TV show or whatever on his laptop. And I like came in at one point and he just like let me watch it and there's full nudity. I was like 11 or something.
Yeah, it
I'm just
really
like,
was
what
the
the fuck is
Oh, here we
this?
When my uncles threw parties, they'd put on like Aliens or some shit, and then like we'd arrive, Mom would glare at them, and they'd reluctantly stop the movie. One time, one of my uncles was repairing Mom's dishwasher, and Mom was in the other room. I was like, how's it? I was like 9, and I was like, how's it going with the dishwasher? And he's like, it's a real bitch, and I'm like, oh, you said a bad word, you know.
There's just people who haven't like put that filter on because they're not around kids regularly. And I'm like, oh, I need to like chill out for a second.
That reminds me of a conversation I had with Mom and my brother while I was down there. I was mentioning how I'd gotten the jabs, and Mom was like, "Oh, how did it? I've gotten kind of informal because I've been so isolated. I've been like more isolated than most people. That I've lost my formality, especially around family." And I wouldn't usually say this to her, but like she was like, "How did you feel?" I was like, "Oh man, I felt like ass balls for 72 hours." And then I stopped and thought about what I just said. And Mom was like, ass balls, huh? What do those feel like? And my brother's just like, let's move on. Just cut that one off right quick.
See, I feel very happy for my parents because like they had that filter when I was younger and like, you know, I grew up with good manners and stuff, but like at the age I am now, they don't give a fuck. They will curse to me and they will talk casually to me.
I usually try to be moderately polite around Mom and more polite around like Dad or his family, but I don't know. After all this, it's just like I have just like ceased to give a shit.
I'm wondering if fighting bugs and moving dirt is the best way to make a living.
I'm gonna call you Steve.
Cluster Canine, I'm not reading any goddamn manga.
This is new. What's Dice Drum?
That's the secondary thing we have.
Yeah, but what is it?
Can't carry any.
You just mine
Just
it.
the same thing as like Morkite,
Oh.
only different.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
basically
it's just Morkite as a secondary objective.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh, but it's harder to mine. Oh,
There is nitro over here.
hotter. Oh, you usually have to hit it twice. Yeah, it's hard.
Platform.
More credit you don't have to hit once. So, dice drum is the sturdier stuff.
Loaded. I can carry any.
There was an odd quirk that fell way down here. Let's see if I can get it out.
Nice jump.
We did sort of make the path all the way up.
Let there be light.
Very awkward. I hate it when the platform is on top of the canyon.
Besides, reading is fun. I've already got so many things I need to read. I still haven't read Tales of Haven Celestia.
Miller,
I'm sorry, okay?
I can't believe you.
Don't be
Also,
ashamed.
also, you need to read House Pets, Miller.
God damn it!
Good thing you brought that up. Hey, Miller.
This, Jonas and GC, I can stand you guys like being silly and bullying me about it. But then Terra Bubble Tea like starts bullying me about it as well. Oh god.
That was kind of random, wasn't it?
Secondary objective complete.
Nah, I've talked to him, like called him up on Discord a couple of times, so it makes sense to me.
You've talked to him? Oh, nice.
Yeah. He's cool. He's from
Controls are active and awaiting your input.
somewhere near
Bring it on,
Seoul.
team.
I can't quite tell.
Nice.
And he said he's read House Pets for a long time, but only now has he thought of like getting into the fan art stuff for it.
Einhand launched. We're picking up heavy activity in the vicinity, so hold the line until the escape pod arrives.
I think I have like a couple of.
Supply pod launched. Better stand back.
Don't think any.
There's like a few mangas I want to read. I
Oh
want to
boy,
read.
bulk detonator.
Show me where you at, buddy.
Wash him.
Ah, there it is.
I'm trying to remember what manga I have read. I remember my middle school library had like the Shonen subscription or whatever, and they would have whatever the most recent issue is.
I read about half of it.
Nice. Back in the day, I was real. Let's see. I read a bunch of Katsuro Otomo stuff, like the Akira manga.
I have the entire Death Note manga,
Oh, nice.
and I think I got most of the way through Trigun. I again fell off that because it starts getting really tangential at points.
Yeah.
Back when we used,
It feels a lot more drawn out than the anime did.
back when my sister and me used to buy some manga because we thought it was pretty cool. We used to buy Inuyasha, Fruits Basket, and let me see, what was the other one? Oh, the Ragnarok manga. That's right. I also picked up some of the Darkstalker manga, which is pretty cool, and I still sad I lost it, but it was pretty. The Darkstalker manga was definitely sort of like fan service kind of thing, but it was fun.
I've seen scans of it. I've never found the actual.
Clicker K9 says, Rick, you are super quiet.
It sounds over to me.
Sounds okay over here.
Drop pod inbound. Stand clear.
Oh wow, what's going on here? Everybody's getting hurt.
It would seem that Frederick has taken a fall again.
Drop pod arrives. Waiting for takeoff. Drop pod departing in T-minus 3 minutes.
Oh, trying to find you guys. I'm stuck on the platform. Oh, there we go. I got sugar.
Lift it, oppressor down.
Yeah, can I go where these platform over here? Okay. Oh shoot.
Party one down.
Where is the drop down?
Yes, I know we're rich. Oh,
There I go. Hopefully I don't die.
Retrieving escape pod.
You ain't coming home.
Testing. No. I think brakes easy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, on stream, Rick, you're much quieter than everything else.
Doctor says, GCs, at least I pronounced the word wrong. It hurts my OCD. What word?
Think they're talking about your manga?
Good job.
Manga.
You're making
Manga
good
next to your
progress on your language.
mangoes.
Ah.
It's
Ah.
manga.
Yeah. I had a friend who got like I didn't know how to pronounce Naruto in the beginning. I just said Naruto, and he got so annoyed. This is like 2002, you know, like.
But is Naruto the right way to pronounce it?
Well, in the anime they say Naruto.
Okay.
I needed that.
That's the way I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be pronounced.
But yeah, I looked at it and I was like, Naruto.
Naruto. Gilgamesh. Joshua Club says I had a few Shonen Jump because they had Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Yeah, I know there were a couple of Magic the Gathering novels that had cards in them.
Oh.
Apparently they're really freaking expensive now.
Oh.
I can't make any promise collector, but I'll try because I do know that's how it's pronounced. But yeah, I know.
Testing.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
I have no idea. I can't actually hear the stream right now.
Check.
Folks in chat, how does Rick sound? Vote now on your phones.
How do I sound? Vote now on your phones.
Yeah, now everyone
why
is
it not peaking this time?
now everyone in the Discord call is really loud on the stream.
Oh, that's weird. You might want to double check, Rick, if Honk doesn't do some kind of audio override bullshit where it accesses your Windows settings and like monkeys around with the volume for you.
I would do that, but Windows sound settings are complete bullshit.
Yeah, you can say that again, bro. I mean,
Plug and play.
You go to settings. You type in microphone. Microphone is about voice to speech, speech to text.
yeah. Now, Windows
Text to
Sound
speech.
Management.
Why would it do that? Why is that microphone?
Because they got it all backwards. You know, I mean, you know.
No, you have to type in sound input. As though there's a fucking difference.
Yeah. Yep. That and like whenever
That's
Windows
output,
updates.
Testing.
I can only quote from my experience, but basically, I find that the operating system picks up things just fine. But the problem is that software already. I'm not sure what it is with software like Discord. Discord has been the odd one, and other like related software, but they can't. I should say plug and play into.
Rick, on the stream, you sound good. Everyone on the Discord call still sounds loud. Can you just lower Discord input into the streaming software?
I could just lower the rest of the audio. Now you're all very quiet. Yeah. Okay, other people talk.
Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah.
That's
Blah,
still
blah, blah, blah,
peaking. Wow. Lower.
Bibbidi bum 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 bum. Oh shoot! Alabang labum.
Ting tang.
Choo.
Wada wada bing bang.
Testing.
That means.
I've been waiting to get this one.
Karump, skarump,
Coo coo coo.
Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
Testing.
There are 4 lights.
Alright. Now this sounds even levels on the stream. To me, at least.
Okay.
I don't know how it sounds for you, Rick.
Well, it sounds for me is that I'm listening to this on headphones. I cannot feed it back to me unless I open up Twitch over here.
Yeah.
No, let me just do that real quick. Anyway, also let me.
If you
Well,
need
my
to,
laptop is booting up, so I can listen to it. I'm gonna run over here.
you can use OBS to record a short clip and determine levels that way too. Like if you need to hear how it sounds to the stream output.
Yeah. Never felt better.
Drop pod is cleared warm-up. Time to get to work, team.
Could you please hurry up? We're leaving.
Rosef return.
Sequence initiating.
Action time.
Drop sequence initiating. Fasten your seatbelts.
Fasten your seatbelts, boys and girls.
I really don't want to die down here.
Stop your whining. You're making my ears hurt.
A lot of people pronounce Longinus wrong now because of Evangelion.
This is a salvage mission. A previous crew.
That's right. They said Longinus, didn't they?
Pod and their
Yeah.
lives in
The lands of
the
Longinus.
Find and repair the lost mules.
What is the
Drop
correct
pod
pronunciation? Is
operational,
it
and return to
Longinus.
base. Expect
Longinus?
heavy ammunition, and try not to mess it up like your former colleagues.
Hi, I'm in 6th grade.
If you want to be more accurate to the Latin, it's Longinus.
Oh, okay.
Longinus. Yeah, I feel like it could have said Longinus and like we would have been all like, yeah, okay.
Longinus.
Yeah, but Longinus is
it's
just
the-
like
It's the lands of Longinus. I still need to watch the Evangelion remakes. Reboots, whatever.
Platform up.
We need to do a co-op watch on that because I have not. I've watched 1.1 and 2.2 and that's it.
Down it goes.
And I think there's now a 3.3 and a 4.4.
Yeah, I think it's all done now.
Is it done?
Yeah.
Huh.
I think so. Maybe. Hold on, let me take a look.
Yeah. So I think he made
He
3.3.
said it was going to take 5 years, and then it took, what, 15?
Well, he got to make, or he had to make Shin Godzilla in the middle of that. So that was a couple years.
All right, 1.0 was 2007. 2.0 was 2009. 3.0 was 2012. And then 3.0 plus 1.0 was last year. And I think that's the last one, right?
Be advised, conventional weapons.
Or was it called 3.0 plus 1.0? There wasn't actually a 4 or whatever.
Yeah, I guess if I'm reading it. Yeah, it says it's the fourth and final film in the rebuild of Evangelion series.
Okay, there we go.
I don't know much about the rebuild series other than like apparently they change a bunch of shit.
Yeah, it's like I think the first movie basically goes over End of Evangelion, or most of the same stuff that's in like the series and even End of Evangelion. It sticks to the same, but it's like by the end of one, or maybe it's by the end of 2, it's just like, nope, this is a whole new timeline now.
I'm okay with that because I kind of hated the end of it. Once it was explained, I was
I
like,
hated the
okay.
last episode of the series, of course. I think everyone did because it was made with fucking crayons.
Yeah. I mean, I get like it was
once you know the history about it, it's obvious why they had to do that. It still sucks.
What series are you guys talking about? I missed that.
Evangelion.
The Corin fuser
Ah.
is primed and ready.
yeah.
Because they had like a completely different ending planned, and then the sarin gas attacks in the subway, in the Tokyo subway happened.
Yeah. And that
I
really
didn't know
sucks.
that.
Yes,
All I knew
and
was
it
that
had
money.
yes, and the ending that they had planned had for a more than a little resemblance to what the attackers' theory was, because they were like a Japanese Christian doomsday cult, and that has a lot to do with the themes of Evangelion. So
Yeah. Oh, so this is like Metal Gear Solid 2 had to censor itself because they're like, oh shit, we can't have the Twin Towers falling, or we can't have an attack in the middle of Manhattan right after 9/11.
yeah,
Apparently, they did something like that with Spider-Man 2. Not like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2, I should say.
Yeah.
There was some kind of climactic sequence that involved the Twin Towers, and they had to change the whole thing.
well, that was the first night.
Was it the first one? Okay. Oh,
Because there was also like a ad for it that had Spider-Man putting a web between the Twin Towers.
Green Goblin's gonna take down the Twin Towers.
Yeah, he's gonna hold the Twin Tower. Yeah, he's gonna hold the World Trade Center ransom.
Just like the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, and then all of the Sony executives are just like, we need to change the script.
Frank Crane knew where the real money was.
Ow.
Do 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 do. I still get a chuckle on that.
A ton of Umanite down here.
I got to play Casey Jones, and I love that they went with the old Breaker theme again with
So,
him.
Jonas, I believe all of those movies are on Prime Video.
Oh yeah. Is it
Yeah.
the dubs or the subs?
Dubs probably.
Oh, all right. I'll-
You might be able to pick. I don't know. But
when-
anyway,
yeah. go on.
because they're on Prime Video, you know what that means we could do?
What, do like a watch party?
We could do a Twitch watch party.
Well, now, how does that work? So we're allowed to actually watch this stuff.
On your feet, rock thunder.
Yeah,
Wow,
and
Brits.
well, because it's Amazon. You know, if somebody has a Twitch account, they have an Amazon account. So basically, when somebody signs into your stream, it will look at the Amazon account attached to them and see, hey, do they have access to this movie? If they do, they can watch it with you.
But not in a Twitch stream, right?
Yes, in a Twitch stream. You have chat, you're on stream, like you could put your face over the movie or whatever.
But how does that not ding copyright?
Because they have access to it, because they have Prime
Well
Video.
done. You're repaired.
Because they can look at their account
Oh,
and be
yes.
like, oh, do you have Prime Video or not? If they don't have Prime Video, they can't watch your stream.
Oh.
Yeah, I see what he's saying now.
It's all
we could-
interconnected, man.
So wait, we could like MST3K stuff as while we watch it.
If it's on Prime Video, yeah.
Yes, if it's on Prime Video.
And of course, there's a whole bunch of crap about regional copyright, so
Well, yeah, I mean,
it's like they have to have access to it in their region as well. Right.
so not all of our Twitch audience can watch it then.
Yeah. So, like, yeah, if GC's connecting from a Canadian IP, he might have access to different things than we do from American IPs.
Huh.
That's how it goes.
That might be fun, but
We all watch The Invincibles.
I mean, I'll watch like whatever. Probably shouldn't say that. Probably not whatever.
I got the
All right, Hands of Monos coming up.
Yeah, well, Stoker, I'm sure Stoker would love that. God.
I'm actually curious what kind of like horrific B movies Amazon has the rights to.
I don't know.
It's a family member that happened. I should go check it out.
I'm glad we have someone to carry our rocks.
Scroll down far enough in the columns and you'll probably start finding them.
Can like reverse your search preferences
all these minerals go?
to go from worst to best. Like, show me the 0 rated ones first.
I'll do that sometimes.
I like doing that on Netflix before they actually remove their rating system. It's like, we don't want anybody to think that any of these movies are bad. It's like, well, you just lost a viewer for a bunch of them.
I'm very curious what would have been at the top of that list consistently. I'm gonna guess like Alpha and Omega.
God.
Yeah,
Those
YouTube
movies were
started
absolute crap, from what I understand.
Was Alpha and Omega, that was like a Russian-produced one, right? Or maybe, I can't remember. I know it was...
Czech?
Was it Czech? Okay.
It was some kind of Soviet. I think you're right.
Weapon ready.
Oh, you know what? I'm wrong. Apparently, it was animated by Crest Animation Productions, which was an Indian-American animation studio in Burbank.
Make it home to collect your bonus.
Did you say Indian American?
That's what it says. Indian-American.
Oh.
Which I assume was like a joint venture of some sort.
Supplies are on
Yeah.
the way.
There's everybody.
Maybe I'm thinking of another shitty CGI.
Are you at the
talking
ship?
animals.
I'm a ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know there was one that was definitely like Eastern European or Russian, and
Let's get that
it had
drop
like
pod fixed.
awkward,
Remember,
furry
you can
CG
always
character
deposit on the
designs.
side of the drop pod.
It's heading for the drop pod.
I mean, I can't enumerate any off the top of my head, but
Like they were,
I can picture the idea of it.
they were like, I don't know, werewolves or something. I can't remember. Hang on, CGI first.
I mean, there's like,
Movie.
well, it's not animated, but there's like Lichen Colony.
So long, suckers!
Is that it?
All mules.
Probably not.
Now to get the pod working.
I don't remember.
Establishing a proper connection between
You know,
the
there's stuff like
Set up
it
link.
like Stoker or somebody will link it to me and be like, ah, it looks like crap. And
It
then
looks like crap. Let's watch it.
well, like, well, what I'll usually say is like, we should watch that sometime, and then like, and somebody else will be like, yeah, and then it'll fall right out of my head forever.
This.
Is it cheaper?
All right, Quill got
That's it,
considered
yeah.
Everything except
Sheep and wolves. That's the one.
Sheep and Wolf.
Sheep and wolves. Hold on. Let me put the
Oh,
That's
Detonator.
terrible. I remember seeing pictures of that on Tumblr way back.
Yeah. That's the one.
It's gonna
Found the
blow.
hole.
Not leave the triangulation zone. We're losing you.
Hey, director.
Sorry, but the triangulation zone exploded. We had to leave it.
I remember because like the girl in that one looked weirdly like Crystal. Like someone had like a vague idea of what Crystal looked like.
Triangulation at 75%.
Funky.
Almost there.
Yeah.
Trigger this of that whale piper. Eye for an eye.
Oh wow.
It's hard to aim.
Did any of you see Sing with
Established.
okay.
Fresh fuel cells for the drop pod.
I'll never watch that
Sing-
movie. Nope.
What movie?
Sing. It seems a little too kiddie and low quality for my taste.
Well, the funny thing is, it has a bunch of. I didn't know this. It has a bunch of actors I like. Like it has Taron Egerton, Scarlett Johansson, Matthew McConaughey.
There's also a lot of big names behind NFTs, but you don't see me clamoring for them.
Fair.
Death by Daylight. Yeah. Okay. Oh man.
Yeah, on the other opposite side here.
Ever since they mentioned NFTs,
Yeah, market.
it's been like they'll never let that one down.
Fuel cells connected. Now you
Nope,
just
there's a
need
lot
to
of people that have been just sullied by even mentioning them. You know, Troy Baker is one who is just like, yeah, everyone kind of liked him. Then he like really tried to sell NFTs, and everyone's like, nope, we don't like him now.
You know, whenever I hear Troy Baker's name, I think of Troy McClure
fuel
from The
cells
Simpsons.
charging.
Whenever I think of Troy Baker, I think of Nova from Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Hostiles.
He really went out with that road.
Supply pod launched.
Nice.
Stand back.
The one that always comes to mind to me is was his name Booker
Oh.
DeWitt, the main character from BioShock Infinite.
That sounds
Oh.
right.
That sounds right, but it also, now that I'm saying it, it sounds so goddamn generic.
Oh jeez, there's one more.
50%.
Are you drilling below the
Lock and loaded.
thing?
Yeah,
Alvatoris, that's right. That's one of his roles I really loved him in.
It's gonna be a sober occasion.
yeah, it doesn't really help. It's like, yes, now we have a clear line of sight because there's not a pillar in the middle, but it also reduces the area we can stand in by a bit.
I don't know if anybody chat or anybody here ever plays. Have you ever played Disgaea? The series, I mean?
75.
I know of it. I've
Yeah.
seen pictures of it.
Yeah.
To Animu.
Most of it goes, some of it goes over my head, but I mean, they just basically, they like to basically parody everything. But hey, they got a really fun, addictive RPG system.
Yeah.
I mean, their very first game was basically just tackling like, we're gonna kick RPGs in the ass. Level 9,999. Get in here and get it. That's basically,
Powering up. Hold your ground.
and it's just basically a generic angel versus demon kind of story. And of course,
I shouldn't say something is too Animu and be dismissive about it, because I very much liked Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and I don't think I've ever seen a more anime game than that. Maybe
Oh,
Genshin
you got it.
Impact.
oh, you gotta check out this guy if you're looking for something in anime.
I'm not looking for anime, it's just...
Uh,
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was a very good game, regardless of its art style.
I really couldn't get into the Xenoblade series or the Xenogear series, honestly, because I really am not really into techno, robotic, futuristic stuff as much, except for like Star Wars, Star Trek, really. But it just goes over my head most of it.
I'm pretty big on that genre, but I'm kind of like a cyberpunk hoe.
I only really got into Star Trek, honestly, because of ships and because of space factions, of course.
That's fair.
If you're starving for that kind of content, Jonas, you could play The Ascent. It's a game that came out a while ago that's very cyberpunk.
Oh yeah. No, it's on my. I think it's on my wish list.
Calibrated.
In an ironic way, I'm saying I basically I liked Star Trek, Star Wars because there was like ship wars in them, and I liked the idea of ship military because that was a big thing I was into when I was a kid.
You mean like a space navy, that kind of thing?
Get on board.
Yes,
We're leaving
space
the
navy stuff.
Extraction commencing.
Military sci-fi.
Yeah,
Like Stargate. Like I mean,
Stargate. Let's
Stargate,
see.
Avatar, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I was kind of into Stargate for a while. Never got into Avatar.
I don't think anyone got into Avatar. It was just a thing that was there, and people were like, "Oh, that's very pretty," and then they moved on with their lives. Well,
It was
everyone
a-
except James Cameron. He apparently got his head stuck up his own butt for that.
James Cameron.
Miller's got no love for the Navi or whatever they're called.
Look, I'm just saying, I saw that movie like 30 years earlier when Pocahontas came out.
Keep at it and you'll make it through.
Oh, I mean, yeah, Miller's not wrong with that. Like the idea was already used, and I'm just saying, James Cameron, couldn't you put something better? Honestly, I mean,
Ready? The pot is prepped.
I love you, man, but I mean, that didn't really seem very
I
original.
love you, James Cameron. Just love you.
Glory.
I love your movies. Yeah, I love your movies, man.
I love Terminator and Terminator 2. I like True Lies. I didn't really like Titanic.
Really?
I love The Abyss. I love Aliens, of course.
I ain't got all day.
What else has he done?
Drop sequence initiating.
I
I don't
know
remember
he's,
James Cameron's filmography, but
I know he's done other stuff.
like he opened the book and some
Titanic, I thought it
ideas.
was a good movie.
I mean,
It is very surprising how much of that movie is carried by Leonardo DiCaprio being at his absolute
Drop sequence
best.
initiating. Fasten your seatbelts.
okay.
Yeah,
Show yesterday.
Drop sequence initiating.
I mean, Aliens and Terminator were big ones. They were big ones for me.
I didn't get to see Aliens until, like, properly see Aliens until the 90s. I was really curious about it. But all I saw were, like, little bits and pieces. Probably Terminator 2 was, like, my favorite James Cameron movie, just because, like, it really holds up even 30 years later, you know?
I need to turn the game up down.
You probably remember one of the funny things I remember was very funny back then. I think Ma tried to sell me because it was just me and my mom back then. We was like, "Wouldn't you like to have a dad like that, GC?" I says, "Yeah." If, I mean, go around shooting everybody. No.
Pipelines roughnecks.
It was a very funny time. But I loved the back then, like how she tried to compare me to like John Connor and all that back when I was a kid. It's funny. That's one of my geeky moments, yes.
Nice.
Found some nitra.
Come on, GC. You can see I'm already mining the vein. Go find your own. Eh,
Hey, two dwarfs is twice the efficiency.
not really.
I'm
We need to explore more than we need to like mine the same thing.
and don't get me wrong, I am 100% behind the whole too many chiefs, not enough Indians category here. So yeah. Oh man,
Yeah,
I
and chat
can't
says they made that movie even earlier with Dances with Wolves.
Yeah.
But I never watched Dances with Wolves because it came out like 20 years before I was born.
My mom loved that movie because she used to have a thing for Kevin Costner. And she also really
Your
enjoys-
mother has good taste.
I'll pass that along.
I think I told you this guy's a story too, but I know I talked about how like I love Trevor to death. But one of the funniest things I said was my mother says Kevin Bacon's a cool actor. So anytime she sees a movie now with Kevin Bacon, she says instantly says, "Here, watch this movie. Got Kevin Bacon in it." I was laughing. Then because I said to her, "Well, Kevin Bacon's awesome an actor, but I think Arnold at that time was my favorite actor. I don't know. I can't remember."
If she likes Kevin Bacon, I really recommend Stir of Echoes. It's not a great movie by itself, but he kind of like he's really at his peak in that movie, and it's great. Or if you want a bad one, or he's good, Flatliners. It's a bad movie, but it's but he was good in that movie. Flatliners is solidly a B movie with somehow with like A-list actors.
Can I get a platform up on this dice drum?
Still can't believe he was in Friday the 13th, the original as well. As a, he was actually, and I didn't notice, Kevin Bacon was actually in a couple of horror movies back then as just a generic "I'm gonna die" guy.
R&D
Nice.
good
I didn't know that.
typewriting.
Everyone has their start.
Oh yeah. Apparently Harrison Ford was an electrician before he got the Star Wars gig.
And I'm trying to remember the name of the movie, but there was one movie where he was I couldn't believe it because I always thought Kevin Bacon was the good guy, but he was a villain in one surprise movie back. I'm trying to remember the name of the movie was.
There's so many loot bugs. It hasn't been that
I
difficult.
die a little inside every time I have
He was the villain in
Building up a debt that we're gonna need to pay later.
Probably.
he was the villain in the X-Men prequel too.
Yes, he was.
down the hatch. See you, sucker.
Request accepted. Stand clear. Pump jack inbound.
Weapon ready.
Alright, Frederick got us tunnels straight to the third one. I'll work on getting this one that's up here.
Oh, Syrian's is a carpenter and a weed dealer.
Now, when people say that, technically he was already an actor, but he wasn't getting any paying roles, and he worked as a carpenter building movie sets.
Nice.
Loot bug pop.
Yeah?
Tom Hiddleston was a waiter.
Was?
Yeah, like before
I
he.
look at that face and I'm just like, yeah, that's the guy that waits at the whatever restaurant down the street or whatever. I'm just like, the way I don't know. It's just something about the way he looks. It's hard for me to be like, wait, he's an actor.
Did you ever see the
Kind of
YouTube?
nice, I guess, but
Did you ever see the YouTube video where he brought the reporter soup?
no, I didn't. I've seen all the
hilarious.
ones where like he's with his girlfriend or whatever, and like. He is so bad at keeping secrets, and she is there to be like, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, you're about to spoil thing. We have NDAs, you need to shut up right now.
Yeah. Now there was one where like a reporter was like joking with him about, oh, you should bring me soup or some shit like that, and Tom Hiddleston went and got like a thermos and like ordered some soup at someplace and brought up the soup.
Who was this again?
Tom Hiddleston, the actor who plays Loki.
He is. Oh wait, Tom Hiddleston? Oh shit. I
Yeah.
don't know why I had
This goes here.
who's the
Tom
current
Hammond?
Spider-Man?
Tom Hammond?
Oh, Tom Holland.
Or Holland,
Oh,
sorry.
that's who I had in my head. Yes.
Notoriously known for spoilers.
Well, he was like 16 when the first movie came out or something like that, right?
19 or something, yeah.
I know, okay.
I think he was under 20, yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Still extremely babyface for that age.
it really
Mhm.
does.
But yes, Tom Hiddleston, yes, he is also a sweet angel. Have you seen the footage of him trying out the role of Thor?
Yes.
Pipeline
It's
established.
weird.
You just need
It's
to set up
very
one more,
weird.
and then we can start the extraction sequence.
I hear a
All
Dreadnought.
pipelines and pump jacks built.
But it also is just like,
Start extracting
yeah,
the
but
liquid
like,
mortite.
even if he hadn't tried that out, I feel like he would have had to do that anyway, just to like get the Loki character right.
Yeah.
Of like, oh, I need to mimic my brother, I need to trick him, I need to do all these things.
Begin and prepare.
Did you see the Loki miniseries?
Here it comes.
Why did we start the?
Liquid mortite is being
Why did we start the Morkai when we knew the boss was coming?
Are working at full capacity. Be warned.
I think
Alright,
Frederick,
we gotta do both now.
I think Frederick didn't hear me in time.
You can to protect and
Well,
maintain
yeah, no,
the
he,
equipment.
you know, he probably didn't hear. Period.
Good company, and it's a nice one.
Oh.
I have to admit, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah. Well, luckily we're only on Has 3.
One sentry gun ready to begin.
Pump sequence at 25%.
Alright, sorry, what were you saying, Jonas?
It'd be very nice if we had some light in here.
Okay, we
Who's
got into the pipeline.
GC?
Sorry. I find there's actually quite a bit light around here, but over there I've realized, no, not over there.
Oh, I was just curious if you'd seen the Loki miniseries.
No.
No,
I know that the only thing I saw about it, the only thing I cared about is that Tara Strong played the clock.
She did.
Hold your breath.
It's crazy.
And I listened to that and I'm just like, yep, that's just Twilight Sparkle. That's just Twilight Sparkle.
There's a scene where she's like lecturing him and he tries to like smack her with the magazine. It's funny.
Launching now. Hang in there. Supplies are on the way.
Did a shitty job.
Or was
Pipeline repaired, but
What do we can do though? We can use the pipes to get around on this guy.
Oh, you know what? Excuse me one second. I'll be right back.
Watch your fire!
I ain't gonna tell you
Griffin,
again.
Dreadnought, find its weak point.
Cold as ice.
Getting more ammo. Shield charge.
Shoot it in the butt.
Yeah, Fred.
pipeline functional again. However,
Oh,
we
shoot.
still have
don't
malfunctions
fix the
in system.
pipelines, just focus on the boss.
I'm trying.
Need a fresh power cell.
Shield. Next one is on marine.
Alright, I'm about to go down. Maybe, maybe not.
I got Frederick.
Ooh, I'm at like 1 health. Ayúdame, ayúdame.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there a resupply? There is. Okay, I'm gonna revive myself.
Getting supplies.
Aha.
At least they're being generous enough not to have mobs summoned while we're fighting this guy now.
Well, it's because we're at the part where we're supposed to be repairing the thing, and there aren't going to be any more things summoned. That's why I said don't repair it. If we repair it, then it'll move on to the next phase of the Morkite
Grabbing
mining.
ammo.
I want to keep summoning.
people.
I guess I was wrong.
And we repaired it anyway.
Fix the problem. Everything is running smoothly again.
Oh, you teleported.
Swarm
Okay,
incoming.
there we go.
Night, night, you fuck.
Ready to kill support. Great.
Bomb sequence 50%. Keep all systems running. We're done in no time. The pipelines are jammed. You need to maintain it.
Pipelines are covered in delicious jam.
This
Yeah.
is fixed, but you need to clear all malfunctions in order for the refinery to run.
Ah, that's what we're doing. We're extracting blackberry jam from the core of the planet.
But there are more outstanding issues.
We're taking home for peanuts.
Can somebody grab the last bit of dice drum?
Secondary objective has been achieved.
Okay.
Bonus will be transferred to your accounts on mission completion.
Sweet, sweet huckleberry, blueberry, blackberry, boysenberry. How many other blackberries can I name?
Operational again.
Jam.
Swarm? We got another swarm.
Pesticide coming up. One down.
Oh.
Pump sequence at 75%. We're doing good. The extraction has stopped. Pipelines need maintaining.
Pipe fix. Get it.
Okay, I'm gonna grab our supply.
This pipeline is fixed, but you need to clear all malfunctions in order for the refinery to run. This pipeline is fixed, but there are more outstanding issues.
Try to keep up.
The extraction of liquid morkite is running again. Keep up the good work. We'll be done in no time.
Yeah.
Incoming swarm. Show them your dwarves.
That will teach you.
Alright. Should be able to hit this as soon as we're done. We'll just skedaddle.
Weapon ready.
Liquid morkite quota met. Hit the return button on the refinery to send the goods to orbit. We'll send in the drop pod to get you out.
Man, that sure flew. Oh, okay.
Well done. Cargo rocket is returning to orbit. We're sending in the drop pod to get you out. Hang tight.
I love these charm arrows.
Let them fight.
Griffin oppressor down.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 3 minutes.
This is so sticky.
Preserve your bullets. I need more ammo. I'm stuck. Getting more ammo.
Ow.
Oh, okay, now come.
Out of ammo. Trying to get ammo. Being swarmed.
Yep, I'm coming back.
Hey, leave no dwarf behind. Ammo taken.
Back.
Felt better.
Hi, back. Hi, Miller.
Oh, the dad joke. I gotta tell you guys. Someone in my complex put an ad up. They're selling like a vintage Pac-Man arcade cabinet that works. Like it's been restored for like $250. And I have neither the need nor the space nor the budget, but right here.
But the desire.
I want it.
Burns.
Ah,
Look, Joe, I got Desire going 24/7, but I
Come on,
don't.
GC, let's go.
Let's go.
I can't see. Oh, here we go. Okay.
but yeah,
My home away from home.
I saw that ad and I was like, yeah.
Shield boosted.
Roger, one for the books. Retrieving escape pod.
He's nearly shot me down to 1 health.
Doodle says, I like peanuts, and a chat just erupts in, Peanut, you say? Rick PJ Peanut, Rick PJ Peanut.
Yeah.
Rick PJ.
No love for Max.
We don't have a max emoji, I don't think.
No, can't do all the characters.
I mean,
Why not?
Because we don't have enough subscribers yet.
Oh.
But you there in chat, if you subscribe, you can help Rick unlock more emote slots. Subscribe now.
more Pokemon. I
No, but
mean,
we were talking earlier about the watch party, and you do that if you have Prime Video. Did you know if you also had Prime, you could get a Prime subscription? Every month, you get one free subscription to a Twitch channel of your choice.
A free subscription every month?
Yeah.
That's like some sort of analogy.
That's like having your cake and eating it too, and watching somebody mukbang eat it too.
Drop sequence initiating. Fasten your seatbelts.
it was like, okay, so now we have to have peanut meat on your forge. Okay.
Initiating.
It's like having your cake, eating your cake, and watching someone else eat your cake at the same time, if you're into that.
Hello, Confetti Penguin. Welcome. First time chatter.
Only danger and darkness awaits.
Jules says, unfortunately, I have the money for Amazon Prime. That's fine. I'll always support within your needs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've only budgeted for it because I desperately need some kind of something as background patter for when I do commissions. Like my brain just needs something. It's fine if it's just X-Files or whatever, but it has to be there.
Platforms up.
See, mine is I spring for the
So you go get that.
I spring for the paid version of YouTube Music.
Oh.
So I have no ads on it because I have that on both on my computer and on my phone. I have like the desktop app for it as well.
I have Spotify for that, but yeah, that's cool.
I just like the YouTube Music because it has more of the stuff I care about, like the covers and stuff. A lot more of the musicians I care about on YouTube. They probably have Spotify's as well, but I've never really used Spotify or anything like that.
I listen to a lot of I listen to a lot of synthwave, and they're all on Spotify, so that's
Fair.
But yeah,
Spotify mostly has just been a convenient place to put a playlist.
yeah.
Yeah, when I want synthwave, I go watch Odysseus or Astral Throb, and they do like mixtapes of synthwave stuff.
Astral Throb.
Astral Throb and Odysseus.
Okay, I'm interested. I'll take a look.
Lead down.
Don't let him flank you!
Out of my way.
Watch out. The eggs up there.
There's this Finnish artist I listen to called Leno. He's not synthwave. He's sort of like synthwave adjacent, and he did an entire live DJ set on Twitch at one point during the pandemic. Like there was no one actually in the club with him. It was I don't think even think it was a real club. I think it was just like he had like the it was like a stage area set up to look like a club with lights and stuff. And he was just sat there mixing tracks the whole time. It was amazing. It was like evening in Finland, so it was sort of like mid-morning towards noon for us. It was perfect.
Remind me never to turn my back on you and count a loot box.
Unfortunately, it's not on Twitch because copyright, but I mean, there's no video up. But, yeah.
Zip line done. Horn ready.
Hello, Valen,
Need
someone.
to wait for flare charger.
Got some new people. What's up, new people?
Here I come.
Fresh meat.
Yeah, fresh meat.
I'm trying to do it like them.
Fresh meat for the blender.
Still remember how awesome that voice was when I first heard it on Diablo. He just bull rushes you. Chops you to pieces.
Who are your favorite video game voice actors?
David Hayter.
Big Bird.
He does Snake from Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, okay. Know the voice. I knew the voice. I didn't know the name.
Jennifer Hale's
God,
right
is
up there.
it like normie to say Matt Mercer?
I don't know.
Nope.
Is it?
No, he was good.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Faster, flee!
I didn't know him at first, honestly, and after playing Overwatch, I liked it. I liked a lot of voice actors
Could need an upgrade.
scenarios lately, and yeah, Matt Mercer was up there, so up there. Now.
I really like Nolan North. Space.
Oh, his Deadpool! I loved his Deadpool.
Did he voice Deadpool in the game?
Yes,
Huh.
but not, but
Alright.
more precisely, the
Where's
video
Rick?
game version.
You need to be over there? Okay.
Yeah, we're about to fight this egg.
Okay.
You need to make sure you're set up.
I didn't realize Nolan North had such a huge voice acting role, though. I thought he was brand new when I first heard him playing Deadpool
Right,
in Marvel vs. Capcom and in the video
this
game.
looks like a
Oh,
good enough spot. Here.
yeah, he does a lot
Can we
of.
get some light in here?
Oh,
like-
yeah, and it's coming in now. I know. Why, you little bugger? Okay.
Armed and
Alright.
ready.
And say when.
Sticky
Bugs coming in.
Cryo grenade! Swallow this! Don't want these
I don't know if it's just me, but is the bugs dancing for you guys like they're hopped over the place?
No.
Okay, it's me then.
Yeah, I think you're lagging.
Not sure how.
Okay, I think we should be ready now.
Alright. 3, 2, 1.
Guard.
Raid boss. Oh, good.
He's laughing at us.
Stand your ground!
Well, that's the first thing he needs to do is make that call. That's the thing that actually summons the little dudes.
No, I mean he was just laughing at us. I don't.
Rude.
forgot. He's like, haha, GC. Yeah, you thought it was you thought it was just a regular bug, but no, I'm a big bad bug. I'm like, okay, I take offense to that bug.
It's the brain bug.
But his biggest offense, I have no loot on me. And I'm like, oh, well, that can't be stand.
That's a never forgive action.
I was born ready.
Stop turning to face me.
Yeah, he laughs at Rick.
He's like, fine, I'll stop turning to face you. I'll shoot you to death. How about that?
Stick it to the bug, they say.
Friendly fire!
It's getting into our
There you go.
nooks and crannies.
I'm reading up on these Twitch watch party things because I've heard of this before, but I'm curious to see exactly how it works.
No, no, no! Aw, I was trying to get him to stand under the drop pod.
Resupply pod is here.
I was like standing right in his face, not shooting or anything.
He's always facing me because I have the biggest gun.
Maybe. Which I feel offended by being the gunner. How dare I not be the one generating the most aggro?
Attacking me from eight.
I could do this all day.
It's soft and ugly. Disgusting stuff.
Oh, is that?
Don't get too intense now.
See, up there.
Yeah, and
Buddy,
he's digging
down
through.
here.
Okay, so you have content streams from the channel. You do not. It does not pipe through OBS.
Some more crepes.
Okay, I get it. I was kind of confused about that. Watch for sure. I should just like slap some warning on it.
But they kill him.
I should probably just let you guys fight the dude.
And get.
Thank you, brother. You're a true.
I gotta find some sugar.
Grabbing ammo.
Ah, there we go. Sugar.
Ready to kill some more crepes. I needed that.
Alright, next one.
Mark!
We need just one more flea.
Break the pipe! I'm flying!
Anyone needs ammo? There's nitro here. Platform up. Reloading. I made a platform.
Secondary objective completed. Fine job.
Ah, here we go. Don't mind me, just flying up to the next area. On an angel.
All that kills you. It's locked and loaded. Got no flares ready.
Oh, this is definitely a dark area.
A bunch
Okay.
of malt star.
I think that's just back to the beginning. Where is egg? There is egg.
Where is everybody?
Kind of a big area
I
here.
took one of the cave angels up to the top of that area, and then now I'm back in the main room and I'm going towards the egg. Fox just says, shoot down the flying silly bird. You're a silly bird.
Miller, you notice you're a bird saying that there's a silly bird in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh,
If it sings like a silly bird and quacks like a silly bird and dances like a silly bird, then
It's clearly an animal.
it might just be a duck.
okay.
Lock and loaded. Flares charging.
Okay, I'm gonna go up. I hadn't found the last flea, but I did find some nitro, so I'm gonna come near the next glyph cocoon. Ah,
You're a silly bird, you're a silly cat. Yes, you are a silly cat.
Can do this in my sleep at this point.
So silly, silly, silly. What a silly cat.
Hey, what all
And-
do they?
Anyone
What
needs
all do they
ammo?
call cougars
There's
in your
nitro
neck of
here.
the woods? Like, do they call them like pumas, catamounts?
Oh, I was about to say housewives.
How, thank you.
Weapon ready.
Yeah, cougars.
Cougars,
Wonder
okay.
what slot they're serving in the canteen tonight.
We've had a few. Or I've seen a few at least. I remember...
Light.
I might have told the story already about that in
Sentinel needs
middle
assembly.
school. I was on the bus going home from school,
Rock and roll.
and we drove up to a bus stop, and there was at the corner in a neighborhood, and there was a cougar lying in somebody's front lawn, just sunbathing. And the bus driver just like saw that, and then like looked back at the kids and looked back at the mountain lion, and was just like, nope, Not letting you off the bus.
Yeah, good idea.
We will be back later.
Exactly. He's like, I'm gonna go to the other bus stops and we'll loop back around to this one and see if it's gone by then.
Yeah, you do not mess with those guys.
Like, it was just lounging, sunbathing, just having like a peaceful time in the middle of suburbia.
Yeah. And then, like, on a dime, it'll turn around and, like, you know, like, shred your face.
Reloaded. Platform up.
They were a problem in some neighborhoods in LA. Like, you hear every now and then about one just, like, just walking around the street, just doing his thing, completely brazen.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Resupply ordered. Supplies are on the way.
Should be. Any ziplines anywhere?
Let's try to flag the ugly bugger.
I've never seen a wild one, but I've seen the dudes. They're pretty, but I would not want to deal with one without, you know, a barrier between us.
That will teach you. Reloading.
Shield placed.
Locked and loaded. Stick around.
Okay, now he just rubber banded for me.
Getting more ammo. I was born ready. Felt better. Reloading. Bug Trap 2.0. Born ready.
Okay,
It's down again.
I'll get Frederick.
The gunner should. With the shield.
Yeah.
Well, I can get him too, or if I
No,
can
not when the dreadnought's hovering around him.
Anyway,
Well done, team.
Got him.
Immediate dreadnought
Okay.
eliminated. Activate the transponder on the mule. We'll send in an extraction pod to pick you up.
Never gone. Getting supplies. Yeah, I'm taking some of the air.
I think we're ready.
Smooth as always, team.
Yeah.
the gunner and the scout I find are the best ones to revive teammates on, but it depends on the situation, honestly.
Yeah, the scout is the best for like getting people back up who ended up being out of position, and the gunner is best for like if you have a firing line and somebody goes down, the gunner can keep holding the firing line while picking somebody up.
Drop pod arrived. Mule is returning to
The driller is best at, is basically a weaker version of the scout, but I mean, he can get to there but through unconventional means, and the engineer has a...
The
a
engineer
turret-
is not good at that. The engineer plants his butt down somewhere.
Yes. he basically has a turret cover his back while he revives teammates. Which works, but it depends on the situation, like I said.
Ow.
Here I come.
Let's get
It's all about making the right call.
Yeah, which is good, right? You can't have any... I don't think you want any one class to be the
That's a bug
support
detonator.
class.
Watch out.
If you had any one class was like the support class and they could just res better than everyone else, nobody would want to play them. Because every time the mission failed, they would get the ass end of all the complaining.
Don't shoot me.
Like, nobody really likes playing a pure support class. I don't know why they keep making it.
I'm first.
I do, but I mean that's me though. I'm like the guy.
Trinity.
Playing
works for
a
World
pure
Warcraft.
support class it has its own challenges and things like that, but it's not nearly as interesting as, you know, shooting people.
Well, the way I look at it, the way it works for me, I don't like seeing people make mistakes, or make mistakes that, well, that were obviously something that they couldn't easily handle. They knew better. So what I like to make sure that people get up off their butt quickly and learn from their mistakes. I know. And after playing World of Warcraft for so many years, I'm like, I know some people just can't learn, but it happens. I like to teach people regardless, and that's why I like to be a support class.
So Rick is right. It's more fun to shoot people, right? It's more fun to take the active part in a thing. And the problem is a lot of support characters
Because
in games
the
are designed
actual-
to just be a button, I heal.
Yes. The actual fighting part takes a lot of moment-to-moment problem solving, and that's generally the interesting part. If you're going to make like a pure support class, it needs to have something that's almost or at least as interesting as
Yeah.
the combat.
It's like what's the bard character in Final Fantasy 14 where literally in order to do their like buffs and heals, they literally have to play like a Beatmania rhythm game
Yes.
or
That's-
something.
that's
And it's like
awesome.
if they miss the beat, their buffs like don't get cast or whatever, or they're like reduced effectiveness.
Would you
And so they are like as into it as everyone else, you know, but they're on a slightly different game than everyone. They're not pressing their
It's
cooldown
okay if
skill
they're
down.
playing a different game. It just needs to be, you know, as fun as the game everybody else is playing.
Yeah.
Let's see.
would you
Final
consider-
Fantasy. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Action.
Final Fantasy 14 I learned over the years basically has a lot more variety with their fights, but it does have the it does follow like pretty much the same MMO like tanks spank kind of deal as well, just like pretty much any other MMO. But like I saw like how the original expansion works and how the endings work. But yeah, basically they have more, I should say, movie and cinematic kind of mechanics than other games did. It's the best way I can really describe it right now.
Also, why I like WildStar is because even the supports in WildStar had active gameplay.
Don't ask why.
So, would you consider a class like Archer, Sniper, long distance basically? Would you consider that support or like melee?
No, that's a DPS.
Okay.
No, the Trinity is DPS support tank.
Yeah. Healing, tanking, DPS.
Yeah, damage dealing, damage absorption, damage negation.
Oh, okay, okay.
In all honesty, like it's pretty much Blizzard's MMO at this, or that's pretty much Blizzard's like go-to strategy now with other games. They gotta have that kind of Trinity in it because that's what basically made their.
Yeah,
like, their
that's
war-
basically like even if they tried doing other stuff, doesn't really shake out that well because originally and just Jad is laying here. There's another Jad is here.
That was that's sort of true, but because I think that's what they were going for with Overwatch originally. But now with Overwatch,
Because they were
2
trying for like the offensive and defensive attackers, and then it turns out that some of the defensive attackers are basically just as good as the offensive ones, and it's like there's not really any point to separating these. If you have a role in a party, it really needs to actually
Repeat, swarm.
end up mattering to play. The distinction needs to end up mattering to players, like in actual practice.
I'm not sure who started it, but it was either Final Fantasy. I'm pretty sure it was Final Fantasy 14. But they pointed out like even though there was like they had tanks, they had range DPS and melee DPS, and they functioned massively different than what in their in their roles. I know World of Warcraft had like hunters and rogues, which were definitely you can tell they stand apart. But long story short, then Final Fantasy made it look like that ranged DPS is basically a safer role, and melee was a dangerous but more deadlier role if that you have to make sure you don't get squashed while you're doing it. That's basically how it feels. So ranged DPS is easier, melee is harder, but you do more damage, and you just gotta watch because you're gonna get hurt more, and well, you don't want to get hurt.
That's it. More damage is the DPS class. They're usually squishier.
Yes. But I think that's
a good offense, says Doodles. Yeah, it's always about... So the way it starts is basically, what's the percentage of my opponent's health I can deal per second versus what's the percentage of my health they can deal per second. In a game that has a trinity, there is no point at where you will be dealing more percentage damage per second than the opponent is, right? So it's like, oh, you take, 3 minutes, 180 seconds to completely destroy your opponent's health pool, and they take 30 seconds to remove yours. You will never win that fight. Unless you somehow complicate things by having heals, or you have, like, damage reductions, or you divert damage in some way. And that's where the interest of the Trinity comes up, is it breaks up that, like, is my number bigger than their number? And it makes it more complicated to just know that. Yeah.
Flares are recharging!
One thing that sucks about DPS meters, though, or basically DPS in general, is that ever since the introduction of enrage timers, which, well, makes sense because... Oh, sorry. Never mind. Focus here.
This is hard because he's like right on a cliff. GC, do you have the double barrel shotgun?
You know what? No, I don't. But
okay.
Try this.
That's all you got, you slippery shit!
Let me try the crossbow.
Patrick, you shouldn't be here. You're not going to deal a lot of damage to the weed. You need to deal with the heads.
Where's the other head?
I don't...
Might as well build the bridge right here.
I'm flaring up.
Firing.
I'm shooting flares out. Oh.
I think it's above.
It's... Yeah, here. It's coming from around here.
Oh, they're below.
Oh.
3 of them right in
Oh, way down there.
Wow. Sounded like it was coming from above.
Look over here!
Oh, that arrow did pretty good on them. Okay. Keep that in mind in the future. Okay, I'm gonna grab your pocket boom, so I'm here. There's Nitro here too on your platform.
Yeah.
Just take your sweet time, old
You can reduce everything down to just like my damage versus their damage, but it's like the more obfuscated you make that, the more interesting the game becomes.
Tyrant
In my
shard,
opinion.
tyrant shard, tyrant shard.
Like when you get to those big guilds and the big like raiding guilds, and they can start to break everything down into just damage tables, and they turn the game into an Excel sheet. Like that's not as fun. But when it's like, oh, I hope I can hold out and defeat this boss before he finally chips off the rest of my health. It's more engaging. It's more immersive.
It depends on your audience too, but that's the way Final Fantasy XIV went with healing. I learned over the years. They don't like people that just purely sit back and heal as a healer class. And that was what that's what they did with their healing classes from day one, from what I read. Because it's a DPS race, it's not a heal race. Heal race for the healers. So, World of Warcraft's a little different. Healers are pretty much designed to be just healers, which was a very annoying thing since day one, honestly. But
That's how you made RPGs at the
Where
time.
is it?
Yes.
Again, I don't even think that's necessarily a bad thing, right? There are people who want to do that, right? There are like the girlfriends of the gamers and the stuff who they're like, all I want to do is help the person I'm here to play with.
Yes.
It's just making sure the gameplay is still engaging for them, and it's not press button to heal.
You know, I probably wouldn't mind playing a support class.
Well done.
I played them all the time. I love them.
Gotta wait for the reach.
Only time I really go to DPS is when when I somehow want to try out, understand the other classes more. Like, what am I missing? What can I do to help them?
Yeah. I think for me it would probably depend on the specifics of the class.
I need the mule right here.
And probably specifics of the game.
That too.
Or
Yes,
are
absolutely.
you saying like in like a generic MMO structure?
Yeah. I mean, just in general. Like, obviously, it would matter what I was specifically. Yeah. I mean, if I don't like the overall structure of the game, I don't play it.
Now,
Oh yeah, of course.
Supply pod launch.
Doesn't matter how good your class system or whatever is, if the game sucks, the game sucks. That's
Yeah, like, well, I mean, like,
how I felt about World of Warcraft when I played it.
I did not like that thing. I mean, I recognize that it's good. It's well designed, but I didn't like it. It just I could not get into the gameplay.
Swarm. It's a big one.
So
Totally understandable.
that just like nixed it for me.
Ouch! I'm not a balloon.
Okay.
It's one of those funny things I hear where it's like Path of Exile and Magic the Gathering. As I understand it, basically you can tell somebody is a game designer if they play both of those games.
Nice.
Because it's like, I don't know, it's just something about their like immense complexity that is like by game designers for game designers kind of a thing.
Yeah, no, I totally, I know what you mean. It's esoteric, you know, it's convoluted esoteric. It's like, you know, it's like, it's what's what I'm looking for. But yeah, I feel what you're saying. I did not like.
Roger that. Supplies are coming.
I did not.
Trapped in a corner, I'm desperately trying not to die.
you're all the way over there. I have no ammunition. I can't get over there.
Alright, I'm back with everyone else.
Getting more
I
ammo.
dislike Risk of Rain at first, but I warmed up to it.
Much better.
These arrows are really good at shooting down bugs. Wow. In the air, I mean.
Keep it together.
I'm glad to hear that, Jonas. I like Risk of Rain. I wish we could play it more.
Alright, I'm gonna try to see if I can grab this. Yeah.
It's just like, I get that it's maybe not the easiest too, because it's not like actively supported.
Reload it.
Ready.
I think it's like bug fixed and stuff, but I don't think there's like any more content updates for Risk of Rain 2. I don't think they're doing anything more with it.
When was it released?
Ooh.
I do not remember.
I love this
Have to look on the Steam page.
That's very difficult to get to.
Yeah.
We just put like a bunch of platforms right there. See if you can just
Yeah.
hook yourself in.
There, I got it. Luckily I got mountain back too, because I just dig my way right. I just dug way there with the pickaxe. Okay.
I was born ready.
Yeah. That snuck up on me like that. Okay. Alright, got them.
One more egg to go.
Depositing.
Okay.
Lights up.
Sure, some flares.
That is the first time that the fact that a coil gun can go through environments has ever mattered.
Grabbing ammo.
Let's see. Oh, come on.
Advantage over here.
Alright.
Where is it? Here. Let's see.
Platform's placed.
I've got your back.
Lock and load it.
Right above. There it is.
Hey, here I come.
I call for
Get down here.
Egg collection completed. Well done. Pull the escape pod in when ready. Drop pod inbound. Stand clear.
Oh, I forgot to mention, I watched The Bad Guys this weekend.
Oh, what'd you think?
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, you saw the twist from like 1,000 miles away, but it's like, eh.
Yeah, I mean, the plot didn't take a lot of risks, but it was fun. It was good. The good characterizations were good.
Drop pod to
It was fun.
T-minus.
I didn't watch it yet, but I
It's a
saw
very
some.
cute movie, and it's funny.
Yeah, it's light fare.
I'm a little disappointed there was very little characterization for tarantula, piranha, or shark, but you know what? It's fine.
Well, they were sort of like the family, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, Snake and Wolf were the couple, and the other three were the kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was mostly about Wolf, Snake, Governor, and Ollie.
Yeah.
The person I was watching it with kept saying that the hamster looked like Ollie, Brayburn's character.
Nice.
Oh, geez, it's midnight. We get to finish this.
Well, it's almost midnight.
Is.
No, I love the sort of the animation style. You know, I don't know how to describe it. Sort of like the post Ghibli, Akira Toriyama, kind of like we're doing this in CGI now kind of thing. I don't know how to describe it, but that's what I think of.
Yeah, so it was a multi-layered thing. So have you ever seen those scenes when before they draw like the eyes and noses and lips on and stuff?
No.
They look very weird.
I'll bet.
Oh, sweet.
Because it's just like these blank faces. But yeah, they do all of the
Yeah, flamingo headwear.
everything below the neck is pure 3D, except for maybe some action lines.
Right.
And then eyes, and then some parts of the noses and stuff like that are all drawn in afterwards.
No,
What's
I
our
really
sparkle
like.
juice, please.
I hope that films like this and Spider-Verse and like Turning Red are part of a trend. Like it's going to continue this direction because it's a hell of a lot more interesting to me than like, you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow, it even dances when you dance.
liquid heartbreak for me and the crew noise.
It's flopping around.
Easily the best beer I've had.
No, I
He's
think
the best.
yeah, these movies definitely show like you can do 2D or you can do CGI, but like you need to have a little bit of 2D in there.
Well, I mean, it's a different mix of sensibilities. That's what is interesting to me. You know, for a long time, it felt like they were trying to go in, like especially Disney was trying to go in a particular direction, and now they're just kind of like, screw it, we're gonna do something new, and I'm kind of there for it. You know.
It burns. It burns.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't mind stuff like Frozen. I just, you know, it was like, okay, yeah.
Frozen was fine until it started getting airwormy. Just like, what does the fox say? Okay.
You boys better be better miners than you are dancers.
I heard my sister liked what does fox say too, and I said, that's pretty good.
No, it's like whenever I think of like the hellhole of Disney CGI, I just think of that frickin' Lion King remake.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, look, technically very capable, but please go make the like David Attenborough dinosaur thing. Do not try to make a Disney movie.
You know what's funny? I mean, it should have been good. It had Jon Favreau. I mean, it should have been good. Like, it had a bunch of like decent voice actors.
But it's like
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how good it could be because it's literally always going to be compared to the original, and
Yeah.
like I don't see how you could ever even live up to that, much less make it better.
Well, yeah,
So
and,
then, what's the point?
and the style was
Exactly.
Rockin' stone in the heart.
I mean,
Rockety rockin' stone.
the reason comparing movies to video games remakes. The reason people want video game remakes is to see what was like in higher, because they didn't expect computers to get back then at the way they are right now. But
Well, then,
movies,
yeah, a remaster is just making the same game in higher definition, which is what they did with Lion King.
and
Basically.
I said, you didn't need to do that, guys. Come on. But then again, and this is just a big, to be fair statement from me. But maybe because the fans were confusing remake and reboot with them back then, and they took the wrong direction. I don't know. That's a big possibility.
GC, take the beer.
Oh, sorry. I thought I already did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beer.
Yeah.
It does a body good.
Pretty.
So I'm gonna bury myself with a sand net on this smile. Thank you.
I'm having difficulty finding the beer here. No, there it is.
Bottoms up, friends. Bang your head.
Frank, I didn't know any better. You're good at this thing.
Stop dancing and get to it.
Yeah.
And GC's still dancing there. He hasn't picked up his drink.
I picked up my drink. Watch. I'll drink it again. See, I'm drinking somebody
The
else's
fact that
drink.
you're saying you drink it again means you didn't drink it the first time.
I know what I said. I'm drinking it again. Because somehow I, mixology, hurt a second beer. There. I'm sober.
Alright, how many more times do we need to do this before we get the no brain cells left achievement?
Bangs his head off the ceiling. Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. It showed me the last mission. Dee. And there we go. Alright.
Rock on.
Rock on, Rick.
Slap this a couple of times.
Why is this so fun?
For good measure.
Yes.
Haha. Take that.
Always use some slaps for good measure.
Why is this so fun?
Another rubber tree somewhere.
This is two more.
Fun times.
Rubber banana tree. Yeah.
Employee of the month, you, the community, secretly knows what the air cube is for, won't tell anyone.
Rock on.
Wobble. Wobble.
Rick makes a
Why is
comic
this
and
so
has to
fun?
make up a brand new aerodynamic law. He invented new slap mechanic in the comic.
Drifter Clap says Rick slapping his tree on stream. Yep.
Yeah.
That cannot be taken out of context.
Absolutely cannot. Nope,
He's,
no way. No.
He's slapping his tree. Okay.
That tree know what it did.
His fronds are just going everywhere.
That tree knew what it did.
Something would. I don't know.
Those
mean,
coconuts are bouncing.
People say it's made out of wood, but it's a lot more soft and supple than that.
God. Supple.
Oh my god, I can't even.
Supple's one of those words like moist, just moist and supple.
Supple, moist, tenders.
Chewy. Okay.
Scented
You really
almond.
want to describe something that you eat as supple.
Oh, the steak's so supple.
Simple-minded
Oh
steak.
man, this cream of spinach soup is so supple.
It's supple and unyielding in my mouth.
Brains.
Ah.
Everybody's just saying goodnight to us. Okay, have a good night.
Okay, good night, everybody.
Good, everybody.
We'll see you next time.
Have a
Good
supple
night.
evening.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
supple night. Night.